your Google account, and Gmail. That's your Google Mail. Okay, we're going to talk to you how to get there. This is one of our home pages, BSD G Suite for Education. You can get to your Google Mail by going on this page and then clicking on Mail down here. My mail is already open, but if you clicked on this, boom, it would come up in a new window. We'll close that and get back to G Suite for Education. That's number one. Number two, you can log into Google. You can be like on a nice little start page here in Google. And if you go to your dashboard over here, you can get to it there also. I'm going to click here in my Google Mail account, and notice your dashboard is in here also. So you can get your dashboard in a variety of these, we'll call them apps right now. And then when you click on your dashboard, you can get the mail. So here we are in Google Mail. Plain and simple. Once you log in, you click here. You're going to see your inbox start. I have quite a few labels over here. Labels are also folders. And when we used Apple Mail, we call them folders. When we're in Gmail and Google Mail, we call them labels. So we're just going to talk about the top few right here. So this is what my Google Mail looks like. First of all, yours probably are not going to have these tabs. And the reason why is I don't want social pieces of mail coming to me in my primary inbox. I don't want promotions going in there or updates. So social would be my tweets I get. You know, someone responded to one of your tweets, that would come up in here. Promotions would be is if I've signed up for any specific, Adobe Spark. I have an Adobe Spark account, and she's Amy from Adobe Spark is going to send me a little promotional update. And then updates over here is going to be anything from Google Classroom. The IT department sends out some of these things. So here they are here. I'm going to go back to primary and realize if you want these little tabs so that your primary inbox isn't full of all these things, you can just go up to this gear. It's the settings button, and you go down to configure inbox. When you get to the configure inbox button, a window here, when you click on that, you're going to see that you can just have primary, and it gives you examples: social, promotions, updates, and forms. I also could put forms in here because these are the BSD news that come over, or Mrs. Bachman, Marie Bachman's information from IT comes in here. I leave that off because I want that to go into my primary just in case I don't want to miss anything. And then that's how I set it up. You don't have to have any of these checked. I do this. It just keeps my inbox a little more organized. So there you have it. That's how I get all these tabs here. Now, if you notice here, I've sent myself a few emails and puts it in an order right here. And notice if I didn't turn a certain thing off in my settings button, all these would come into one, or some of these would come into one thread if people responded to them. So the second thing you want to do in your Google Mail to make your life easier is go back to the gear, click on settings, and go down to settings. You're going to get to your big settings window. I'm going to scroll up here. And what you want to turn off is the conversation view. It sets whether emails of the same topic are grouped together. You might like that. I found it very difficult to follow along with emails if I have that on. So that trick of the trade for me, I turn that off and I can organize my inbox better, and I can see who's responded to my emails and what's coming up. So that's another thing. That's number two. You want to turn that thing off. And then I'll just quickly click back on my inbox, and here I am. Now, I'm only going to go through these 3 emails, and then I'm going to shut this video down, and we're going to make another video for some more advanced stuff. So number 1, I have a new email that says make a new label ASAP. Well, when I click on it, this email will come up in a brand new window. And it says, hey, make a new label and file this away. Well, here's how I can make that new label. I can click on Move To, and then here are all my labels, folders where I would put stuff. But I would need to create a brand new label. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to go Create New, and here's my new label. New label. You can call it anything you want. I kind of stay away from nesting under things, so I don't want a folder in a folder, or I don't want a label in a label. I keep using the word folder and labels. I still do that. For me, mentally, I know a label is a folder, but in Google Mail, we call it folders. Labels, sorry about that. And now all I do is click on Create, and now that piece of mail is gone. And if I scroll down here, there is my label called New Label. I click it once, and there's where my piece of mail goes in. So I'm going to go back up to my inbox, and then now this says delete as soon as possible. Well, I can click right here, and then I can click the trash can, and I can delete it. That's a quick way to delete it. Second is I can open it, And then I also can click this trash can. Now let's just say this didn't say delete as soon as possible. Let's say it said place in new label, a new label folder. I can also put a check on it. I can go back up to this folder and I can scroll down to new label, or I can open the email, go to the labels, and then I can scroll down and click. I'm going to click on new label, and there it goes. It's back in the new label folder. Well, if I really needed to have it deleted, I go to my new label. Here it is. Delete this as soon as possible, and here's my trash can. It comes right up. Okay, one last quick thing before I get into the second video on Gmail is this is a really cool little piece that Gmail gives you so you can stay organized a little more. Right now it says schedule this meeting ASAP for 4:10 at 10 a.m. Well, I click on it and here's what it says. It's from me. I have to schedule this meeting as soon as possible. Well, I guess I have to go here and I have to go to my calendar. No, you don't have to open your calendar and then create an event. Look at this little cool thing that Gmail lets you do. In the email, it has to be open. I click on more, and it says, hey, look at this, create an event. Well, look, the event I need to create is 4:10 at 10 a.m. When I click on create event, it opens my calendar and it puts the title of that, the subject of that email right in here. Schedule this meeting ASAP for 4:10. Well, I could delete that or leave it in here, but I could just call it tech work. And I'll leave that in there. And now it says though 4:10 at 10 a.m. Look, this is when I'm doing it. This is today. This is the 7th. It's going to do this for you. If you click on that event, it's going to make it for today. But I click on the date, and it says 4:10. I click on here, and I just say, oh, 10 a.m. I scroll up to the top. I click 10 a.m. If this needs the last 2 hours, I just click here, and I'll put it to 12. And here I am. So I could quickly click this one button, schedule that email, and look what goes into the description right here, the whole email. I would choose what calendar I wanted to put it in. I have a separate calendar, BSD Google Work. And now here's what I also do. Let's say I'm going to say it's at Fountain Hill Elementary School, where I can start typing in the name of Fountain Hill Elementary School, and it comes right in here in description. And now this is really good because my Google Calendar is synced to my phone. So when I can open that event in the Gmail calendar on my phone, I can click on the address right here, and Google Maps or Apple Maps, whatever I have deemed is my default map app on my phone, comes up automatically, and it'll give me the directions to the school. So I'm going to click save. There it is. I'm going to click on 4:10, and there it is. Tech work scheduled this meeting. Here it is right here. Automatically goes into my calendar. Okay. And that's easy. That's how easily you can click on more and create that event. Now, right here, I don't need this anymore. I already made a calendar event for this. So I could just move this. And we're going to move this down to new label again. And there we go. And now 3 pieces of mail organized and gone. Now, another thing I do, and I'm going to talk about this a little later. Notice I have a really cool theme. I'm going to show you how to put a theme on here. And if I had 20 emails, I couldn't see this theme. So it's my goal to keep my inbox really, really small so that I can see this picture right here. Alrighty, hopefully that was helpful.